Get ready to traverse the darkness as we head into the underworld with this full moon in Virgo. There may be a lot of discordance, perhaps divine chaos, disorganization, or things that may not be making sense. But very soon with this lunation, with this full moon in Virgo, many things will start to make sense and you will be receiving a lot of messages. So stay tuned to this reading. Hey everyone, it's Christine. Welcome back to my channel and to this full moon in Virgo tarot reading for every sign. Timestamps are below in the description box. So click. When you look at the video, I think it says more, click and you're going to see. Scroll down just a little. I don't have too much shit down there. We will be looking at messages for every sign from Aries to Pisces. I really missed and have missed doing tarot and oracle videos. A lot of this has to do with managing my energies because I prioritize my private one-on-one readings. If you're ever interested in a private reading, links are below. I am expanding and will be adding services or other services soon as well. If you're interested in intuitive coaching, hit me up for a call. And if you're not, you just want to say hi, you can also book, I call a synergy call. It's free. There's no pressure. I'm not a cold caller or a cold salesperson. Let's get started and see what messages this full moon is bringing. I also have a full moon video where I talk more about the astrology and channel messages. I'll link it somewhere here if you're interested in seeing that. Okay, we're going to get started with Aries. So I'm pulling 3 tarot cards for you and oracle cards. So your first card, you got Knight of Cups. This is water energy. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. You have Ace of Wands, fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. 7 of Pentacles, earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Almost one of every element. We're missing air. My Aries, your season is coming up very soon. You're next on the zodiacal wheel. So it's spring or fall, wherever you are in the world. There's something here that's being nurtured or growing. This concerns love or a creative endeavor for some of you. I'm getting a split camp. So I feel like this lunation, some of you are going to be letting go, releasing habits, restrictions, mindsets around your relationships, especially love. Because this could also indicate any type of nurturing. As I say that, there's a loud ass motorcycle zooming by. So there's a lot of fervor and zest here. Some of you are anticipating your season, especially if you are an Aries sun. But any placement where you have a lot of Aries, you will benefit. But I feel like there's a quality here of wanting to, I heard something about ducks, but nurture something new that's coming up. Right away, I get a relationship, and for some of you, it's going to be a big project that you're starting. This could be a job, but there's something creative involved. Some way that you're going to be creatively or expressing parts of yourself. It has to do with birthing, new, initiating. So some of you may be starting something new. It could be in school or work or on the side. That's completely from you. You know, when you birth a creation, like you write a song, you create something of your own, you start your own business, it's all you. That's the energy that I'm getting. It could also include with this energy, it could be something like books, songs, podcasts, journal, courses, things like that. But there's something new that's coming through and you're going to see growth, and this lunation is going to give you peaks with it or peaks about it. You may be getting messages about it because if there's something that you've wanted to grow, again, whether it's a relationship or something non-relationship, like a project, like I mentioned, you're going to be getting the keys here because 7 of Pentacles is about slow and steady growth. But you're going to see success, and I feel like it's going to come faster than you realize. But there's a strong focus here with this lunation, especially in Virgo, of letting go of any mindsets, beliefs, anything that goes contrary to what you want or anything that's quote unquote negative. So more than likely this is going to pertain to a belief that you've held or that you hold, and it's going to be personal for everyone. But with this energy here, some Aries, you may be dealing or have dealt with issues of like dependence or independence in relationships. So this could mean for some of you, you may have been in relationships where people infringed upon your independence or autonomy. You felt kind of caged or stuck or smothered. And there's a need here to individuate yourself in relationships that feel good, but with people that honor you. Because there's a creative, I keep getting, perhaps that motorcycle we heard earlier is indicative of this, but you just want to zoom off. And it's not like you're saying goodbye or peace out to people or to something you want to start or commitment. You also want the ability to freely do what you want without being hindered. So any mindsets or anything that you're wanting to clean up or let go of, especially around relationships, or initiating and starting new and honoring and protecting your own creations, this full moon is bringing that up for you. Because what's coming forth, there's going to be a lot of growth here. And again, this is contingent on pursuing either relationships or this, we'll call it project, a creative endeavor, in a different way. Let's pull some oracle. Hold on. I'm just going to pluck. We got 3 oracles here, so I'm going to pluck them all. They've been shuffled. Okay, we've got moon rising, truth. Some of you may need to accept and acknowledge who you really are, especially with the relationship energy that I get. Because I'm getting, for some of you, you're going to have a whole new restart or a brand new relationship coming through with this lunation. So some of you are letting go of relationships and are going to enter into one pretty soon, maybe in Aries season. I'm getting a lot of fire here, but also some of you need to make space. Okay, some of you need to make space with your current basket of goals or ambitions and ask yourself, do I still want to pursue this, or am I doing this for an egoic way? Perhaps there's maybe a little bit of arrogance, but I'm sensing more when you hold on to something or set your mind on something, you're going to follow it or see it through. That's what I feel more. So some of you may be holding on to, again, goals, dreams, people, where you're just holding on to them because you want to make it work or see it through, but it's not where you want to go necessarily anymore. Because again, with this energy, there's something new that's popping up with this lunation. So something has to end. And if you're not seeing growth in an area of your life, especially relationships or something creative, which again is very broad, but this is a general reading. So for me, I know I'm strongly sensing it has to be something coming from you. You're going to see growth, but there's an element here of being very honest with yourself. Sometimes I think the truth may hurt us more when we actually acknowledge and accept, I don't really want to continue this anymore, because that is going to mean endings and goodbyes. For your next oracle, we got find balance, 17, which reduces to an 8. Even moderation requires moderation. Swinging from one extreme to another can put one out of balance. Restore your peace from within. We have 2 fish, earth, a wiener dog, and butterflies here. Look. Find balance. I'll put the message here. So there's a yin and a yang energy, which is beautifully represented by masculine or feminine energy, regardless of gender or sex. So this again speaks to me of your creative endeavors and also relationships, all types, but especially love or romantic. Some of you are needing to find balance. This almost looks like a yin and a yang sign, look. And I mentioned this earlier. This lunation is about letting go and cleaning up of what you know in your heart, and perhaps being stone cold honest with yourself. This isn't working for me anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to end this. It's like when you read a book and sometimes you feel compelled to finish the damn book because you just want to finish it and say you read it. But then you're like 3 pages in and you're like, I don't want to read this book. This book is boring. It's not what I thought. It's okay to put it down. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to say, you know what, I'm going to start anew, but elsewhere, because it's your time and your energy. And I know for Aries, it's important because you are the initiator of the zodiacal season of the year. You start this year with spring, symbolically, right? Or fall, if you're in the southern hemisphere. So It's important to conserve your energy because cardinal signs or tropical signs, they initiate change, momentum. But sometimes it's easy to say, you know what, this doesn't work for me, and that's okay. That's the whole point here. So some of you are going to be releasing things that are keeping you out of balance within yourself and that are just not fitting where you want to go. Final message from Archangel Michael. We have 25, which reduces to a 7. So we got 7 and 8, which speaks to abundance, relationships, harmony. Put your creative energy into action. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. This is it. This lunation is allowing many of my Aries to create something better. Perhaps another word is to transform, especially when it comes to partnerships, and also to create something that you are passionate about. Again, rewind back to what I mentioned. I won't go through it because it's going to be different for everyone, but there's something that you want to bring to life, you want to birth in the world. And this is going to be your season to do it. Virgo, full moon is asking you, you got to let go of a few things. Otherwise, you're going to tumble like a weed and things will not continue in the way that you want. My Aries, I hope this helped. Thank you so much. My Tauruses, welcome to your reading for this full moon in Virgo. We're going to take a look and pull 3 tarot cards and 3 oracles. Let's get started. I've shuffled your cards, I should say. See what we got. We got the Knight of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Death card, Scorpio, the Chariot, Cancer. Major life changes coming to my Tauruses with 2 major arcanas here. We have a Mercury Cazimi coming, and it'll exact next week, but you'll start feeling some of the energies, and some of you are going to be getting major downloads. Holy shit. Huge transformational energy here. This full moon, I feel like, you ever see those movies? Maybe it was Parent Trap, or the people that switch roles in movies where they get into someone else's body. This is what I'm feeling, except you won't be switching into anyone's body. You will be up-leveling yourself. Major messages are coming through here, really fast messages, perhaps about something that you want to accelerate, especially when it pertains to yourself, your health, your vitality, more importantly, your goals and where you want to go. It's like the timeline that you have pictured for yourself is going to happen quicker than you realize, because there's an energy here with death of letting go. Something of an old you is dying in this full moon in Virgo. It's like an old version of you. So you're being upgraded, rebooted as well. With the Chariot changes, you got a lot of spiritual connotations here. There's a complete transformation happening within you with this full moon. And I feel like it has to do with letting go of some perceived way of being or living and the way that you connect with other people. Because some of you, if anything throws you off balance, you may feel like your stability is being threatened, like your security, and you don't want that. There's a sense of freedom coming in. Some of you are going to make big moves, literally, and I say that, like big moves in the workplace, in school, or in life. Others are going to make big moves where you're going to decide, I'm going to be moving. Or the move, the Chariot, could indicate some type of decision to shift something dramatically in your life. So Chariot is ruled by Cancer. So this could be something to do with your home life, linking back to your family, your ancestry, your property. I feel like it has to do with your home and anyone in it. Some of you may be changing dynamics, like who's in it. The Death card too with Scorpio, you've got 2 major water signs here. Scorpio is depth, intensity. There's an intimate, strong change or shift, a transformation that's happening within you, like a cleaning out. For any of you that are familiar, you know, like when you wash your white laundries or laundry, you can use bleach or some whitening powders and stuff like that. This is like taking that sock that's no longer white and you're like, this is it. You have like a 7-step process to get that sock white again. You take soap, then you soak it, then you dust a powder then you put in bleach, and then you wash it, and that thing comes out clean. This is the exact energy I'm feeling for you, because look at the Chariot. There's a sense of freedom here, a sense of release, a sense of letting go. And some of you are going to be clearing out with this lunation a lot of pent-up energies, grief, emotions for things that didn't work out in the way that you want. And I feel like you're getting all of this psychically. Look at the body positions of these people. Through Mercury, there's a mercurial aspect here, right? Take a look at your third house in your natal chart, for any of you that follow astrology, or where you have Mercury in your natal chart. You're going to be receiving messages that you may have needed clarification on. But this is like, to me, taking a shower and coming out brand new. Something in this lunation is propelling you to say no more. I'm getting no más. So for any of you that speak Spanish, no más. There's something about not doing things again. Okay, let's take a look and get some more oracles. I have 3 oracles for you all. Yin Moon, accept help. So there's an element here of receiving, and we've got 2 feminine signs with Scorpio and Cancer. All the air signs are masculine. So you are going to be receiving. It's not you embodying this masculine energy. This is, I feel, the universe sending you messages, psychic, intuitive downloads. But your role is going to be in this lunation, receiving this, and then you get to do what you want with the messages. That's where the element of free will comes in. Some of you are learning to receive, to be open, to be receptive, and not control. Which is interesting. Taurus is a feminine sign as well as an earth sign. So accept help. Resources are coming your way. People. They could be shifts too that are having you look at different resources. Think articles, blogs, podcasts, videos. Because sometimes teachers come in the form of a book, right? So this lunation is asking you to learn not to control and do everything, especially when it comes to your stability and security. Sometimes letting go is going to be key for you. What other messages? Oh, one popped out quickly. We got 2, play. Reconnect with your inner child. Find a sense of whimsy and wonder in all that you do. There's a corgi here and a fairy. There's a lot of whimsical energy here. You see this person? Some of you may benefit from embodiment practices, sensual embodiment. It could be sexual practices too, but you know, they have dances where you put on a song and you like feel sensual or sexy like that. It's all about the energy. No one has to see it. But there's something about moving, having fun. There's a lot of receptive, receiving, intuitive energies here. And play is one of them. It gets you into that mode because you lose track of time. You get in the flow. I keep getting trampolining. I've been seeing it in messages. So some of you may want to try out something fun, like going to a playground or trampolining. You know, they have some trampoline parks where you go and they're usually indoor, but they may have some outside and you bounce. I just suggest if you're an adult going with someone else because it always looks kind of creepy when you're an adult and there's kids around you. That's the only thing I suggest. This lunation, I feel, if any of you have been carrying an armor, I'm getting like a heaviness here, an armor of always trying to make sure everything is working well, make sure everyone is okay. That armor is about to be removed because it's time for you to also enjoy life. Final message, please, from Archangel Michael. Got 31, which reduces to a 4. Take control of your thoughts. Your thoughts are creating your reality. Have faith and stay focused on the outcome that you truly desire. Look, there's a key here. You have the key. I was going to say you have the key to your heart, but there's something else. You've got the key to your own like inner vault, to your knowings. So some of you are going to be releasing that control. I said this earlier about releasing some way of thinking and living, a being, like a lifestyle, an essence. If you have been acting as provider for people in your life, it doesn't matter if you're a man or woman, gender doesn't matter here, or sex. But if you've been taking on a masculine energy of always having to do, this Virgo lunation is asking you to grieve what it is that you didn't receive, particularly as a child. Some of you are compensating because you didn't receive that stability and security in your life. As a result, you've tried to secure things, and when things didn't go in the way that you want, or relationships dipped or something happened, you were there almost to rescue, and now you're being asked with this lunation, let go. There's a freeing element here. Some of you may want to incorporate modalities dealing with water or nature or some animals. There's a lot of like, I see ashes here, like transmutation to fire. But it's almost like when you stand and you trust someone is going to catch you and you fall back. That's the energy to embrace. My Tauruses, I hope this reading has helped. Comment down below, let me know what's going on. Thank you so much for being here. My Geminis, welcome to your full moon in Virgo video. Let's get started and see what messages the universe has for you, what you need to know. Choosing 3 tarot cards, and then we're going to look at 3 oracle cards. Okay, we've got Queen of Pentacles, Taurus energy, 4 of Swords, air, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Knight of Wands, fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, my Geminis. This has to do with taking care of yourselves. Some of you are releasing habits, structures. It's like an essence, like an energy imprint, like a way of being perhaps, of giving too much of yourself. Overgiving may be a key word here for some of you, or doing too much or expending your energy, because there's a sense here with both of these cards of finding some type of stability, rest, and peace. Sometimes when you overexert yourself, you start to become dilapidated, frazzled, stressed, anxious, because your energy is leaking and you're not nourishing yourself or rejuvenating or recharging, kind of like a phone. You know, sometimes when you use your phone too much, it gets hot, kind of like that. This lunation is asking you to release perhaps any mindsets, things that you deal with or connect to proving your worth, proving your existence, making you feel like you always have to overgive or provide for others. Because you're being asked to stabilize and find your center. And this lunation is going to offer that respite for you. Is it respite or respite? People have different pronunciation. We'll just say rest, break. There's a need to anything that has been burdening you to release that. And that's easier said than done, but it means really allocating your time and taking a look at things that you have on your plate right now and asking yourself, what do I no longer want to invest my time, energy, and more importantly, maybe my intellectual attention to this? Because here there's a release with the Knight of Wands. It's like once you let go of this, it's as if you get buoyant, you get refueled, revamped. So this full moon is really asking you to critique and take a look at any routine structures and ways that you are giving way more than you have of yourself. So take a look at your energy bank account. Maybe it's negative right now. Maybe you're tired. Maybe you are doing too much. Again, this lunation is really asking you to honor yourself in that way and to stabilize and ground yourself. Because if you're looking for that sense of peace and you're feeling a little bit chaotic, it's not going to come from doing more. It's going to come from taking away what doesn't matter or what isn't aligned to your values. Because this also speaks to your values, nourishment, taking care of yourself, honoring yourself, making sure that what you receive is also what you give back, is what you receive. So there's an element of reciprocity too. Some of you need to calm up here. Some of you may benefit from meditation or laying down, no music, nothing, laying down somewhere and just watching something like something that's fixed, like a photo or a light, or going outside and watching the clouds, or doing something that allows you to rest intellectually, mentally. Let's grab some oracle and see what other messages the universe has for you for this full moon in Virgo. A lot of change is coming. You may feel more exhausted than usual, and there may come a point throughout the next 2 weeks, Geminis, where you say, I don't want to live this way anymore. Some of you are looking to live in harmony with your environment, with your surroundings, with people. But you have to take a look at yourself too. Because once you make that decision and it has to align to your values, you're going to get that energy buoyed back. It's almost like it floats back up to you, and you'll feel a lot different. Okay, oracle card. First one, staying in integrity, moon shining. This is about you, staying in integrity with you. Interesting because of the triangle. Speaks to self, but also your throat chakra, communication, self-expression. Some of you are out of alignment, and this full moon in Virgo is going to highlight that in different ways, either by you burning out, being exhausted. Some of you may be sick, especially with the throat, colds, coughs, sore throats, flus, that kind of thing, respiratory. Some of you may be having, I feel like it's fewer, like panic attacks, anxiety. And there's something here where your nervous system is telling you, we got to slow down, we got to do less, and we got to do things that are meaningful and connected to us. So this is simply a reminder for you, like, hey, in the quest of trying to reach a certain goal or doing something that you want in life, you may have overcommitted or said yes to too much, and you're being asked to go back here, to stay back into alignment with what feels true to you, but it's not supposed to make you feel like crap. What else do my Geminis need to know, please? I laugh when I get these cards that just confirm everything. We got number 9, rest. Divine timing is always spot on. Surrender control and take a break. And you got trees here. Some of you may benefit from, forest bathing. That's the word. I heard the Japanese word Shinjuku, but I think that's a neighborhood in Tokyo. I don't think that's, it's got a similar, it starts with an S. Forest bathing, sitting by trees or trunks because they're strong and they have a lot of energy through them, or earthing yourself by sitting on the ground. This lunation is going to bring up any areas perhaps having to do with your sleep, how you take care of yourself, anything that's affecting your energy. It could be eating, it could be the people you hang out with, again, your calendar, like what's on there and how much you have. Rest is coming through strongly, my Geminis. Let's get a final message from Archangel Michael for this full moon in Virgo. Thank you. We have 39, which reduces to a 3. You are protected. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. A lot of blue here. You do have a lot of blue. We have blue here, blue here, and some indigo in these colors, but indigo purple. For some of you, this has to do with your social connections, social networks, how you express yourself, communicating. Some of you may feel like if you are not visible in some way or showing up, that people may think a certain way of you, but it has more to do with you and aligning to your values. That's going to be key for you. Some of you, if you haven't worked with Archangel Michael, he's an amazing guide. I was going to say guider. He's an amazing guide to help you strengthen and resolve anything that you are wanting to let go of, to transmute, to overcome, but also to have some type of courage or bravery in starting something different. Because when you are making any mindset shifts or letting go of habits, they can be difficult. It's something, you're embracing something new and letting go of something old and something tried and something comfortable. Some of you, because it says here, you are safe within my bubble of light. Some of you need to protect your energy more, because if you're feeling extremely overwhelmed, this full moon in Virgo may be highlighting that even more. You may be feeling very drained, exhausted, and protecting your energy through rest, essentially nourishment practices, is going to be key to continue operating in the way that you like. My Geminis, I hope this has helped. Thank you so much for being here. Comment down below. I'll see you soon. My Cancers, welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. Let's take a look and see what messages you have. I'm going to shuffle your cards. Okie dokes, we're going to select 3 and see what you need to know for this full moon in Virgo. We got 3 of Pentacles, Earth energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. 4 of Cups, water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And 6 of Swords, you've got air, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Cancers, there's something about releasing any, I wanted to say collaborative ties, but these are, if you're working with others or you are part of a friend group or community, something here is this full moon in Virgo is asking you to recognize when it's time to walk away, when something is no longer fitting to you, doesn't feel good, may not be aligned to where you want to go, to your goals, to your values. Because there's something here that's coming out where you may have experienced perhaps disappointments, sadness, loss, but also things that didn't turn out in the expected way. And there's a lot of emotions riding here. So something may pop off with this full moon in Virgo asking you, or perhaps making you reconsider and look at the people you surround yourself with, because for you, support is integral, especially emotional support. And if you don't feel safe and secure around people, it's going to be hard to open up, to trust, and to allow yourself to be fully present, to bring your full self in those spaces. There's, with the some of these are small. With the 6 of Swords, there's something that needs to be put to rest and moved on from. So many of you with this full moon, you're moving on from, simply put, people, especially it could be relationship groups. People are environments that are not supportive of you. And you'll know this right away. You'll feel it intuitively. This is what this is all indicating. And you're being asked to progress forward, because sometimes with Cancer energy, Cancer is ruled by the moon, right? And the moon has a longing for the past, for nostalgia, for remembering, right? It's like the term souvenir, right? When we go travel, many people like to get souvenirs. And what do we get souvenirs for? To remember. So there's something here about remembering, perhaps acknowledging and having gratitude for what was and what you've experienced and learned with certain people in your life, but also realizing, wait a minute, if I'm not fulfilled in these relationships anymore, if they're not providing support, or it's just not feeling right, what am I doing here? What is this telling me? It may be time to go, to pick up and go. 6 of Swords is strongly indicative that it's time for a new direction, perhaps a new way of communing and relating to people, but also from where you're at and the people that you've been spending time with. This lumination is asking you to release and let go. As much as you may want to hold on, sometimes you may be holding on to the past and not what's in front of you. In other words, the present. Let's take a look and see what other oracle messages, what else does the universe have for my Cancers, please, for this full moon in Virgo. Moon magic, transformation. We got 2 dogs. They look like Great Danes. Here. Something within the people sector of your life, who you share your time with and who you build with. It could be at work in particular. There's something that's changing, and I feel like it starts with you. You more than any other sign, perhaps Taurus, since the moon is also exalted in Taurus, but you more than any other sign are affected from the lunation cycles. And so there could be something here that's indicating with this Virgo full moon that is changing within you. And I feel like it has to do strongly with values and also simply growing. When you grow, you change. It's just a matter of life. The thing is, when you are with people, sometimes we diminish ourselves or keep ourselves in a certain way to stay at that frequency or with that group, because we're still able to enjoy camaraderie, friendship, alliances, you know. But when we grow, we risk the chance that we may no longer fit. So some of you, this lunation is actually showing you how much you've grown. And that may be very uncomfortable, because that means that the level of growth that you've undertaken it no longer resonates or is resounding with what is in your life. That includes the people here, and for some, work. What other messages does the universe have for my Cancers, please? Thank you. We have 37, which reduces to a 10. Mourn. Grieving can be overwhelming but necessary. We are only cleansed by letting our feelings wash through us. Only then can we move past the pain. Similar, a little bit similar to the Four of Cups, but this is a little bit more morose. Some of you already with this full moon in Virgo have an inkling of relationships that are about to go down, where you're like, this isn't going to work anymore, especially in terms of your values. You guys have transformed in such a way that it's shifted people, things around you. And while those people may not have changed, you have. That can be really painful when you know you've grown and there's nothing wrong with who you're surrounding yourself with, but you're not growing with them. And as humans, we need to grow. Ever been in a situation or experienced a situation where you were stagnant? It is painful because you're stuck. And if it happens and you experience that month after month and years, at one point, I mean, you can get sick, but at some point, you either go down and then go all the way up, or you have to face yourself. There's a level when you let go of grieving what you might have thought was going to be. Because sometimes we anticipate folks coming with us. And it's so sad when they leave our lives, when they just disappear. You're like, what the hell happened? And this is the energy I'm getting. Some of you are up leveling. And as a result, you're changing who you share your time with in your energy. Let's get final advice from Archangel Michael, please. Thank you. Got 12, which reduces to a 3. Embrace your life purpose. I'm guiding you toward your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. I suggest watching the full moon in Virgo video, but I can condense it if you'd like. There's a lot of things we may not know. We may be feeling a certain heaviness, a divine chaos, as I call it, but simply a disorganization happening as things are in flux and things change, and we may not understand why certain things are happening. And tarot and other forms of divination may offer some behind the scenes look and also just a peek of what's going on. And what I'm seeing here, Cancers, is you guys are simply changing completely. You're changing, but you're being almost pushed to go forward. Because Cancer has the tendency with the moon energy and as its ruler to stay in the past. Not because it wants to stay stuck, but because there's a connection there. You form deep emotional connections with some of these people, and letting go and saying goodbye and moving on, or perhaps changing that relationship dynamic in some way can feel like death to you. And it's not, but this is what is your soul is asking to grow. There are endings here. You're being guided to go forward. Some of you are about to meet new people, but also be guided towards a path that is going to be more fulfilling for you. My Cancers, I hope this reading has helped. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. I always love hearing from you. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. Welcome, my Leos, to your full moon in Virgo video. Let's take a look and see what messages the universe has for you. Okay, I'll pluck one card. Okay, we got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The fixed signs, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. 5 of Cups, water energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. 2 of Pentacles, Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Oh, Leos. This full moon in Virgo is really prompting everyone to release, change something. There's some type of shift happening, especially in the Virgo area of your chart. And I feel like you guys feel that impending change, but there's something that, there's either fear here or something that's keeping you stuck where you're not embracing this opportunity, where you don't want to. Some of you are not, because The Wheel of Fortune indicates, blessings and opportunities, but also things that may be coming to an end. Usually when something new is about to come in, something is going to leave or change in your life. Not always, but there's that type of up-leveling energy. And since it's in reverse with the Five of Cups and also the Two of Pentacles, this to me speaks of relationships or journeys. I'll just say life journey. Some of you are at a point or a precipice, almost like a cliff. You're like, where do I go? Do I go this way or do I go that way? Do I go the road I've always known? Or do I go to a road I don't know and that's new? So for some of you that are shifting gears in your life, this could be overall life goal, career, trajectory, where it is you want to live or do. It's that type of energy. So it could be in any area of your life that I'm feeling. And I'm also getting relationships, which I'll touch on in a sec. There's a big energy here of knowing that you're not fulfilled where you are, but you're just not ready to say yes to the change. It's almost like yes to the dress. That what is it? Bridal shop, wedding show. You're not ready to say yes to the change. And so some of you may be prolonging it, maybe staying comfortable, but you're not fulfilled here because Five of Cups is not fulfillment. There's actually a leakage here of your life force energy. So many of you are discontent, but you may be putting up appearances or like a facade, pretending perhaps because it fits an image of what you want, but you're not finding that fulfillment. It could be with a person, it could be, especially with these cards, it could be with anything, with any topic, but I'm getting in particular relationships or a relationship to a goal that you have, maybe like a job you're in, a career, could be a path as a student, trajectory, what you want to do with your energy in essence. This to me, with the Two of Pentacles, it's about balancing, but also stability, creating that. There's a change that's needed, and that means making a decision first. So this full moon is really highlighting to you anything that is not bringing that fulfillment that you want, especially in any existing situation or relationship, because something wants to come through. And perhaps because some of you may fear the change, you may not know what it is. Again, I talk a lot more about this in the full moon in Virgo video, and I encourage you to watch it. There's a lot of darkness with this moon, and I'm not talking about like horror movie type of darkness. There's just things we don't know, uncertainty, lack of clarity. Because once we descend into darkness, that's when we're going to start getting the light, receiving the light. In other words, we're going to receive a lot of messages and knowings, and that's when the clarity will come. But there's always that fear when you open the door and see darkness. No one wants to go down the dark path, right? In that same vein here, my Leos, there's something here where you're resistant. I'm getting resistance to change because you want to know what it's about. And this lunation is all about surrendering control, because you will find out, but it's not going to be in the way that you imagined. If you want the fulfillment that you seek, you're going to have to open the door and go through it and say goodbye to anything that's not fulfilling you or anything. Let's see what other messages the universe has for my Leos. There's something here about maintaining who you are, especially with the Two of Pentacles. If any of you are in lopsided relationships or dynamics, it doesn't have to be romantic, though I do get a preponderance of that here. It could be in friendships, work situations, any dynamic with someone else or something like an entity that's causing your energy to be lopsided. Things are not reciprocated. That's being highlighted with this full moon in Virgo. And change is not always easy. Change is not always comfortable. But again, you always have the choice. But a lot of messages around coming around again and merry-go-rounds or carousels came up with this lunation. So some of you, we all have free will, but some of you may opt to repeat a cycle. Okay, you got three lunar messages. We got the falling moon, release blocks. I feel like this has to do with blocks around security, instability, and also releasing control. Some of you may feel like the situation you're in or the person you're with is right for you, not realizing that there's something better out there for you. Again, because there's a fear element, I'm sensing fear here. There's resistance. Because upright, this is a positive card, beautiful turning points. flows, gifts, opportunities, blessings are coming. Cycles have ended, but some of you are going to maybe opt to repeat a cycle, maybe because you haven't learned the lesson that you are being learned or being taught, or that's trying to come through to you. It has a lot to do with receiving what it is that you desire and giving out what it is you desire, and reciprocity. And some of you, it could stem back from childhood. Some of you are overgivers, and you're dealing with, I'll just say, entities or people that are takers, that take more of you. And you may be afraid that you may not find someone or something like this. So there's a benefit you're getting. So it could just be the comfort of having someone in your life. It could be money that you're receiving from a job, but you're not fulfilled. 5 of Cups is absolutely lack of fulfillment here. Don't forget, we got 6, 7, 8 of Cups. So this only grows. It doesn't go away. So there's blocks here to contend with, and this full moon will unveil that for you. We also have changes, Quicksilver moon. We got 2 swans. Some of you, this is about love. Some of you are afraid of not finding your mate, not finding your life partner, your person, whoever it is, however you call it, I should say. And so this lunation is indicating changes are needed. It's always scary before, right? It's always scary before you jump. And then when you do it, you're like, oh, let's do it again. Finally, you have a ring around the moon protection. The main emphasis, and I should say overarching theme with this full moon in Virgo, is to trust in the unknown. Because a lot of the messages that we're getting, there's an overly spiritual connotation, perhaps paranormal, supernatural, but also extrasensory perceptive ability or abilities coming through. So you're being asked to trust in the unknown, to lean into faith, things that you don't see in your 3D reality, but things that you can lean into with hope and optimism, like your spiritual team through prayer and thinking, I would say, keeping a positive mindset, but also realistic. What other messages does the universe have for my Leos? Thank you. We got 44, remember your purpose. You came to Earth to learn how to love yourself and all that is, to achieve self-mastery, to explore conscious co-creation. Heaven resides in your heart chakra. Some of you were wounded as children, or maybe in past lives, and you're carrying that energy forward. For some of you, this is totally about relationship dynamics with companies, organizations, or with other people. And so this lesson is about learning to love yourself. So when you realize what you deserve and what you're worth, you will not repeat cycles. So just pay attention to what comes up for you with this full moon in Virgo. Because if it's not feeling good, if it's not fulfilling, that's a big cue for you to follow. Let's get a final message from Archangel Michael. There's a lot of messages you guys got that the other signs didn't get. You got 3 messages from Archangel Michael. First one, number 4, be a light to others. You have a powerful message to share. Shine your light on the world so that others can learn from you. Some of you have a book to write or some type of message to broadcast, whether it's like a motivational speaker type of thing or keynote or something like that. 4 may be important for you because we got 4-4. 39, which reduces to a 3. You are protected. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. You also got this protection, ring around the moon. You got 2 signs of protection. 4, which reduces to a 4. You're ready for more. Hell yeah. Your career is growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes you have been contemplating. Okay. Some of you, again, relationships or some type of organization, entity, or career. It could be job that you are parting ways. It has to do a lot with self-worth. So pay attention to what comes up for you with this lunation, because I feel like many of these messages are serving as confirmation. My Leos, comment down below. Let me know what you think, what has come up for you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Have a good full moon in Virgo. Hey, my Virgos. Welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. We're going to take a look and see what messages you have for this lunation. Okay. What do my Virgos need to know, please, for this full moon in Virgo? Okay. We've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is Earth, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Taurus energy. Ace of Wands, fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. Usually Ace of Wands is Leo. Ooh. This full moon is asking you to take care of yourself, in particular your energy, your boundaries, energy management, cleansing. If any of you, particularly if you have your moon in Virgo, but Virgo sun rising, wherever you have Virgo, there's an energy like a cleansing, purifying, and protecting your energy here. Because I feel like you're being prompted with this lunation. It's time to take care of your health, your well-being in a different way. There's an up-leveling energy because some of you may have perhaps done so in a way that worked for you in one area or season of your life, and now it's time to tweak it, but that's not a word. It's time to tweak it. It's time to tweak it so it makes sense for this area of your life. Because this energy is very dynamic and hugely creative that wants to come out, but I feel like there's two things. There's first a strong need to focus on your health, your well-being, and how you nurture and take care of yourself right now. Because some of you are giving precedence to too much. You're giving too much of your energy away to things that are not helping you feel the way that you want to feel. Others, this impacts your creative energy. So the more that you invest in yourself, the more that you are going to have the energy you may be seeking in creation, birthing new things, starting new things, just feeling good, feeling energetic, feeling alive, because I get a depletion energy here. And this is natural. Again, if you have any of your main three, sun, moon, rising in Virgo with this lunation, with this full moon, you may be feeling extra depleted, extra tired, and just feeling extra sensitive to this energy. So there's an attention here of not ignoring yourself and putting yourself on essentially like a plate or a platter and honoring who you are. Some of you are also being guided with this full moon to let go of people that don't contribute to your overall well-being holistically or in a dimension of self-care, which varies. So maybe it's your social area. You may have friends that don't really uplift you or support you. Because I feel like once you realize the things or people in your life that don't contribute to your well-being, you get energy back. It's amazing when you let go of anything that's draining you, how you kind of recharge up or bounce back. Who got this? Maybe Aries got this. One of the signs got this. But you're transforming the way you utilize your energy, and as such, the way you take care of yourself is also going to change. So some of you may need more sleep. You may need more time to cleanse yourself, maybe by going out in nature or engaging in practices that allow you to connect to yourself, but also purify and cleanse yourself. And there's so many modalities. We're getting a lot of nature here. Some of you may be inclined or may be drawn to work with herbs, gardens, flowers, essences, tinctures, oils, things of that nature. Something about inside out. Let's see what other messages the universe has for you on this full moon in Virgo. What else do my Virgos need to know? Day moon, love. Look what we have at the bottom, mushrooms and flowers and butterflies. I'm getting botanical gardens. There's somewhere where you can enjoy the present moment, the beauty, but also relax. Maybe like a cup of tea in a garden, or sitting outside in a public park, or even in your own front yard, backyard, porch, just being outside. Love. We have that by the Queen of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. So some of you are being asked, again, Clean up any areas of your life that don't contribute to this. Maybe feeling loved or receiving love. There's a puppy that's howling. I don't know if you can hear it, so I apologize. Okay. Oh, Leo got this too. We got 44. Remember your purpose. You came to Earth to learn how to love yourself. And all that is to achieve self-mastery, to explore conscious co-creation. Heaven resides in your heart. Heart chakra energy. And you got butterflies. Some of you may be seeing butterflies, but there's a lot of flowers here, which is about blooming and coming unto yourself. Some of you are almost like peeling back a layer, a new layer of who you are, but that means you have to rejuvenate and take care of yourself. Because you know, like, I'm not a flower expert, but I know you have to prune them and sometimes not tweeze, cut the flowers or the branches, or, you know, get rid of any dead roots or any dead leaves. It's like that with humans. We got to take care of ourselves in that way. Make sure you cut your nails, clean yourself, etc. Huge focus on you all, on love with this lunation. So some of you, this full moon is asking you to release anything that doesn't love you or doesn't bring you love. And it can mean releasing an expectation you have around people or a circumstance, or simply transforming that into certain boundaries that help honor yourself. Let's get a final message from Archangel Michael. We have 24, which reduces to a 6. Prioritize self-care. You do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. Holy shit. You guys have so many synchronistic cards. Virgo's coming down below for sure. Have you been getting messages like this? We're February 21st at the time of this filming. So for many, if you are in the US, Valentine's Day has passed, but there's an element here of really that's being highlighted by this full moon, that it's time to honor yourself and let go of anything or anyone that does not honor you, that doesn't love you, that doesn't make you feel loved, and to start honoring who you are here. Take that energy and that time that you're giving to others and put it on yourself. Strong message here. My Virgos, I hope this reading has helped. I'd love to hear what you've been getting. Otherwise, I'm wishing you a beautiful full moon in Virgo. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon. My Libras, welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. Let's take a look and see what you need to know for this full moon in Virgo. Oh, we got one card that flipped. Let me get 2 more. Okay, you've got 8 of Cups, water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. 8 of Swords, air, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. 7 of Swords, a lot of air, more air. Ooh. Time to release anything negative, toxic, especially mindsets, anything that is not connected to your integrity, to your compass, anything deceptive, secretive. I'm just getting overall, like anything that doesn't fit who you are and where you want to go. It's time to release that with this full moon, especially mindsets of anything or anyone that's kind of toxic, brings more drama into your life than necessary. Any deception, people that maybe say one thing but do another. It's that type of flip-flopping energy. It's time to release it. It's let go. Cups are empty here. This full moon wants you to elevate, and it's really asking you to, it's time to move on. You've got a shitload of air, so some of you have things you need to express or say, and if you can, this may be an opportunity to say that, because with the full moon, there's an emphasis too on closure, but sometimes you may not get that closure you desire. So with all the air element here, some of you may benefit from writing, like expressing everything you want to get the energy out. There's a lot of emotions here and a lot of air. So don't be surprised if with this lunation, you may have a need to cry, to grieve, because you may be feeling a certain feeling or way of dejection, abandonment, loss. There's grief here, total grief, especially if it's something that you imagine would be a different way. And it could be I'm getting relationships, but it can be anything that doesn't contribute to the life that you want. It's almost as if you had a certain picture or an idea or an imagine, or I'm not saying that right. You had a certain picture of the way things would go and it didn't happen that way. So there's an element here of acceptance and also realizing that what it is you wanted to happen, I hope I said that right, didn't. And letting go of people that perhaps didn't meet or reach your expectations. Because there's loss here, deception. A lot of letting go. You're seeing the truth. Let's see what other messages the universe has for you for this full moon in Virgo. You got 2 lunar cards. Moon in detriment. Cut your losses. Look at this. It's about being practical. And we do have, like I mentioned, there's energies of loss, grief, letting go here. So this lunation is bringing that up. This could pertain to anything. It can simply also mean advocating for yourself. So if something didn't happen or go in the way that you imagined, there's an element here of acceptance and also realizing, okay, it may be time to go too. Time to end this. There's an emotional aspect here. So for many, this concerns other people or another person. We also have new moon beginnings. Again, as soon as you let go of something, it makes space for the universe to bring you something, because now there's an open space or a void there, and you've got 2 tigers here with lotuses. I get strong Aries energy here. Some of you need to completely just find closure, mourn, and release this energy, even if the situation has occurred or is in the process of occurring. I feel like it's going to bring you to greater heights. You know, when someone makes a comeback, that's the energy I feel. What other messages does the universe have for my Libras, please, for this new moon in Virgo? 33, express gratitude. Everyone is a co-creator in this shared experience of life. Gratitude for all things overcomes our resistance to challenges and spurs growth. This looks like a lotus in her hair. Look at the lotus. Or maybe a rose. It looks similar to this. You see that? Some of you, a lotus may be something that's meaningful to you. It's a pink lotus too. This looks like a mermaid or a fish. Mermaid fish. So gratitude is important. Sometimes after you grieve, you realize what it is, because the more distance and time has transpired with an event or with a relationship or person, you're able to see things in a different light. Ever realize that? You don't see someone or something in an idealized rose-colored romantic way. You see things for how they really are. And this energy, get strong Capricorn, it's emphasizing, look at things for how they really are. Look at the reality of things, not how you want them to be. Gratitude is one way to do that, because it allows almost like a release, but an acknowledgement, like, hey, this may not be the best situation or thing, or maybe not be, may not be the best time in the way that I'm processing things or things are coming up, but I honor where I'm at and I'm able to appreciate what I've gone through, because it's led you to where you are right now. And even though obstacles and challenges suck, they, without a doubt, make us stronger. They allow us to be firmer. There was a beautiful story I heard about a tree. It was a video, I think, on YouTube, like a cartoon about a tree. It grows, you know, its roots grow deeper into the earth, and it keeps getting bigger and bigger. And even though there's storms outside and volatile weather and maybe people that abuse the tree still stands. It gets bigger and the roots grow stronger and deeper into the earth. And the main lesson was, we're going to face adversity and obstacles and challenges in life, but it makes us grow stronger. And that means we can weather anything down the road, and that it will not, push us down. It won't destroy us. So something here with this lunation is highlighting that. Whatever you've experienced, my Libra, this is only making you stronger because you've got a beautiful new beginning. And a lot of this, it's important to honor your grief, and also important too when you reflect to honor with gratitude what it is you've learned, whether it's simply making the decision to end something or to walk away, or to see, you know, hey, this taught me this. Final message from Archangel Michael. We have 39, which reduces to a 3. You are protected. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. There's a lot of messages around all the signs with this full moon in Virgo around protection and love. So some of you may want to call in and connect to your spiritual team and simply feel that connection. That divine connection is very strong, and it allows you to feel safe, especially when you're going through the motions and processing different elements having to do with the circumstance. When you get it out, you always feel better. And it takes time, you know, to go through it. But when you get out the bulk of the emotions, ever notice when you have like I don't even know the word. So when you just cry a lot and you get all of that out, how good you feel afterward. You just feel like there was a release. That's what's happening here. My Libras, comment down below. Let me know what's going on. I hope this full moon brings a release to you, a positive one, and new beginnings. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon. Hey, my Scorpios, welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. Let's get started and see what messages the full moon in Virgo has for you. Okay, got one card. Okay, 2 flipped. They happen quickly. First card you got was Knight of Swords in reverse, air, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. 7 of Cups, water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. The Hierophant, Taurus energy. This full moon is going to illuminate something that I wanted to say, something that you didn't understand or see, something that you may have felt suspicious about, but I feel like there are several avenues you may be wanting to pursue. Almost like when you're making a plan and you want to visit a destination, but then you want to stop like along 20 different places, because I'm getting an abundance of different options here. And you may be seeking or have been seeking clarity and you're not getting it. This lunation is asking you to go within, because that clarity won't come to you. There's something about connecting and centering yourself. Some of you are being prompted to engage again in meditation, practices that allow you to connect to yourself and to your divine, the divine in your divine team. Especially with this energy here. The Hierophant has a face in the tree. I feel like you're going to encounter, I'm like at a loss for words now, perhaps because of this lunation. I have my moon is in Virgo. I'm like scattered. There's someone of wisdom, older. It could be an older person, maybe a woman, but it doesn't matter because Taurus is a feminine energy. But it could be male too. But I'm getting someone older, like a coach, teacher, guide, or even someone that just comes in and is going to give you the clarity that you seek. There's some type of stability or stronghold, and it could be an ancestor too, and it can be some area that you venerate, like a piece of nature. You know, some people have special trees or special trails that they like, or a special park. There's something here about connecting to that, because you may have been asking for clarity and you're not receiving that. And I feel like it's coming from within. There's something about trusting yourself and your intuition, and you're going to receive that with this lunation. Some of you may be asking, what now? What next? I'm not really sure what to do. And you may be feeling overwhelmed. And this lunation is going to provide that answer coming to you. It's not like someone else is going to tell you, but someone may say words that clarify what it is that you need. Because I feel like there's a grounding energy that you all need to come into, because you may be feeling emotionally overwhelmed and spread out with trying to do or go about doing several things. What other messages does the universe have for my Scorpios? Moon madness, avoid drama. Perhaps why we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. There's something about connecting to yourself, solo, with Mother Earth, with nature, with your divine team. This could, again, I got some deception, but it could be drama, but it's like wasted energy. So if you're around or you're being pulled towards shit that you're like, oh, this is a waste of my time, or the things that don't really fulfill you or you don't want to be there, this lunation is really asking you, where do you want to redirect your energy? Because there's a strengthening coming through with yourself, with your, I'll just say, divine team, spiritual team, and with your intuition, because you're going to get your messages very quickly. Any drama that entails or ensues around you only leaks that energy. What other messages does the universe have for my Scorpios? Thank you. We have 35, which reduces to an 8. Co-create. Working with others creates new possibilities. Cooperative relationships lead to greater growth. Look at this. Some of you may be trying to look for a community or people to connect with. We see that evident here with 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups usually represents a lot of options, opportunities. But there's an overwhelming sense here, and there's a need to ground yourself. Some of you have been wolf loaning it for a while, and you're coming out. This is about trusting yourself and your intuition and what you're feeling with people. Final message, please, from Archangel Michael. Got 28, which is a 10. Someone new is coming. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. We got 2 doves. It could be someone spiritual, and I mentioned some of you, a guide, a teacher, a coach, or someone important in the relationship could be coming to support you, to assist you. So there's a strong need for my Scorpios with this lunation to minimize any shit around you. Some of you may want to temporarily turn off social media, your phone, and find your favorite way to reconnect to yourself, perhaps in nature, to prepare your energy. It's almost like purifying your energy, cleansing it, because this lunation is going to reset that for you. My Scorpios, comment down below. Let me know what else is coming through for you with this lunation, what messages you've been receiving. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I will see you soon. Welcome, my Sagittarius, to your full moon in Virgo reading. We are going to take a look and see what messages the universe has for you. Okay, I'm going to pluck 3 cards, tarot, and then 3 oracle after. Ooh, you got a 4th one. Lucky you guys, no coincidence. First card, 7 of Cups, water, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. 7 of Swords, air, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. 2 of Wands, fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. Knight of Wands, more fire. Wow. If any of you have major placements in Scorpio, you may want to look at that, because they got the 7 of Swords. Excuse me, 7 of Cups. And I got energy, but yours says it. You got deceptive energies around you, and you're being asked with this full moon in Virgo, release any, I was going to say suspicious people, but there's a word. There's a word for these types of people. Release any people that are shady, suspicious, that speak more than they take action, that promise a lot and you don't see it, that are hot and cold. They're not consistent. There's something unstable with these energies. It could be too with where you put your time and commitment, where things are not panning out. You may need to see things or do things in a different way, but I strongly feel this has to do with people around you. You're being asked to release this. It could be nitpicky people, people that criticize you, people that don't uplift you, but there's a sense of deception here where you may be pouring or relying on them for some sort of support, and what they're giving back, you're feeling like it's not in line, it's not supportive, that they're undermining you. That's probably the best word. There's some type of undermining energy. You know, when someone is jealous of you or low-key, like wanting info on you, and they're collecting it, not to know about you or support you, but it's like weird. It's like playing games, mind games, if you will. You're going to know who it is instinctively. Some of you have been pondering that. There's a choice you have to make with this. For some of you, this could be someone you considered like a BFF or someone very close to you, or someone in your close network. And you're seeing literally the true colors of this person or these people. And it's been hampering on your energy. This full moon wants you to clean that up. Take a look at who you surround yourself with and who you're sharing your energy with, because not everyone is meant to be a part of your energy bubble. Because I feel like you'll know, because you'll feel depleted, heavy, you'll feel off, you'll feel something weird. It won't feel safe in the way that you anticipated or the way things used to be. You know, when you can tell someone really supports you, you just feel it. You can feel when someone is undermining you. So I feel like you're letting go. This full moon in Virgo is asking you to let go of that type of energy. I feel like if there's people around you, they could be doing the same line of work, because there's a competitive nature coming through. So be careful of what you share with them, especially if it pertains to your work, your business, your trade, your skills. Sometimes when people see you glow up or doing something well, they try to undermine you, which is sad because they may still care about you, but it's a form of like insecurity, low self-esteem, and they're reflecting onto you their own wounding. But it's going to empower you. When you release that energy, you will feel like a boost. Almost like you had vitamin C, you know, like a boost. Because your energy is coming back. Someone, I feel, is like draining it. What else do my Sagittarius need to know, please, for this full moon in Virgo? Moon magic, transformation. Some of you already know who or what the situation involves that you need to release, because you're undergoing another layer in your soul journey of up-leveling, of shifting upwards. People feel that. You know, if you have friends or people close to you and you are changing and you're reaching for more, you are going towards your goals, making progress, you're more ambitious. And that's, again, relative to everyone and defined uniquely to each person. But you just want more for your life, and you're like, I'm willing to work to get it, and I don't want to just remain stagnant. People feel that. And sometimes when you are working towards something and you're making progress, other people, for whatever reason, usually fears or insecurities, they do things to sabotage, or usually unconsciously to sabotage or block that. I feel like people are watching you. You're undergoing a major transformation with this lunation. It's allowing you to see the darkness in people, but not in a way where you can, like a tit for tat, like darkness for darkness, where you can exact revenge, but it's allowing you to recognize their darkness so you can accept and see your own darkness and transmute that into light. Some of you may classify yourself as witches. Witches, witchy people, there's so many names, but you can transmute this. And so this lunation is highlighting that to you strongly. Everyone has dark sides as well as light sides. What other messages for my Sagittarius does this moon have? I feel like I'm speaking in slow motion. You got 38, which reduces to an 11. Offer grace. Make choices based on what your heart can live with, even the wrong decisions. We receive grace after we've shown it to others. Scales in the background. So again, some of you may be aware of any deception around you, deceptive people, shady people, assholes, just people that are not behaving nicely. But it's not really, this lunation is not telling you to act spiteful or to even become conflictual or volatile with anyone or an environment, but simply acknowledging, what is this bringing up for you? And in a way, how can you show compassion? Doesn't mean that you reestablish links or you allow people to continuously evade your bubble or boundaries. But there's, again, like I mentioned about the darkness, because I feel like what's being shown to you may be elements of something you've inhibited as well. So there's an element of forgiving yourself too that's coming through. Let's get a final message from Archangel Michael. We got 33. This is a blessing in disguise. Be patient and have faith that your angels have the situation under control. What will come is far better than you dare dream. You got a lot of colors. Some of you are seeing rainbows. Do you see all the rainbow colors? Usually represents some type of hidden blessing that you don't understand or see right now. So just keep your eye open on that, because sometimes as you're undergoing changes, transformations, and shifts within yourself, and as a result, your life, it's like turning the laundry basket upside down. Your clothes were folded and now they're everywhere. It's kind of like that. And sometimes things don't make sense until things start settling down. You're being redirected here. If this concerns a community, because there's a lot of people with 7 of Cups, 7 of Swords. There's a lot of energies here. You're being asked to consolidate your energy. For some of you, this means a smaller community or maybe 1 to 2 people. But when I say quality, it means people that are just aligned to your values and that feel good. Sometimes less is more. My Sagittarius, I hope this reading has helped. Comment down below. Let me know what's been going on for you. Did this resonate? Otherwise, I wish you a beautiful full moon in Virgo. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon. Hey, my Capricorns, welcome to your full moon in Virgo reading. We are going to get started and see what messages the universe has for you for this upcoming full moon in Virgo. Oh, did it turn? Nope. Okay. We got the Hierophant in reverse, Taurus energy. This is Earth. We got the Devil card, Capricorn, more Earth energy. Ace of Swords. Virgo, excuse me, not Virgo. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, air. Literally, I wanted to say something has stumped you with this full moon in Virgo. There's something holding you back from progressing, because Hierophant can represent an aspiration, succeeding or climbing to something higher, more spiritually. It also represents contracts of sorts, some type of teacher. You know, when you're needing to inculcate wisdom or share it with others, there's something that's being held back here. Because I feel like this lunation is bringing to you how you can share your voice more, how you can disseminate the wisdom, expertise, experience, your life suitcase, as I call it, how you can share it more with the world. And some of you feel like you've lived in the shadows of other people. There's issues coming up around self-esteem, self-worth. Because this energy here, it wants you to project yourself out, loud and proud. And this full moon in Venus is bringing up any elements of fear, any elements where you felt not enough. Again, not to hurt you, but to say, wait a minute. You can release these blocks. They're not you. They don't represent you, and you're not them. Because I feel like some of you are being called to step up as teachers. It doesn't mean you're going to go and enroll in special education or elementary education and teach. Some of you may, but this is simply sharing your life experiences with others in whatever way you choose, whether it's a YouTube channel, whether it's a blog, a podcast, whatever it is. There's something about you sharing your voice here. It could be a book too, articles, interviews. It's just sharing yourself. But there's something like an insecurity that's holding you back. And this lunation is going to highlight specifically perhaps a memory tying back to when you felt this way to help you process through it, but also transmute that to essentially, okay, it's time to reconcile that block. It's not serving you anymore. That fear protected you, perhaps as a child or as you developed in life, but you are more than worthy enough to step out in the spotlight and to be seen. Because some of you, I feel, want to show others things. I'm getting strong teacher energy. Strong teacher energy, whether you're a guide, a coach, therapist, a teacher where you're teaching people things or showing people things. So this lunation, my Capricorns, is really going to allow you to work and release blocks. If any of you have been dealing with being harsh with yourself, critical, judgmental with yourself, like nitpicky, this lunation is allowing you to refocus that energy because it's not serving you anymore. No one is perfect. That's the key. What other messages does this lunation have for my Caps? We've got day moon, love. Who got this? One sign got a preponderance of energy. I think it was Virgo. So if any of you also have strong Virgo placements, I suggest you watch the reading. They had a strong focus on self-love, self-care, and love in general. So some of you, this full moon in Virgo is asking you to release these blockages, these self-limiting beliefs, and replace them with love beliefs that you are enough, that you're worthy, you're good enough, you have everything you need and more to share with the world. You're deserving of it. There's a lack coming through, and that's the Devil card, the lack energy, a scarcity here. Some of you are befriending your shadow. So this could be coming up with this lunation. What else do my Caps need to know? Okay, just fell through. 33, express gratitude. Everyone is a co-creator in this shared experience of life. Gratitude for all things overcomes our resistance to challenges and spurs our growth. Since we have love here, some of you may want to start gratitude about what you love about yourself, what you truly admire. Everything from the way you look, the things you teach people, the things you love, your qualities and traits, how nice and kind you are, etc. When you start looking, and that could also include looking at blocks to feeling that love or feeling like you're worthy and contesting that and asking yourself, is that really true? Because there's a lot of shedding that's being supported here around yourself, in particular your shadow, but more being acquainted with that integration. Let's get a final message just coming out from Archangel Michael. You got 44. You will manifest what you need. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. If this isn't clear, I don't know what. You got love and 2 gratitude cards here. So whatever it is that you are setting your intentions on with this lunation, what it is you want to release that you don't want to experience, or what it is you do, set an intention for that. And gratitude may be the key to this with this lunation, perhaps a new practice to implement. My Capricorns, I hope this reading has helped. Comment down below. Let me know if this resonated. I always love hearing from you. Otherwise, I wish you a beautiful full moon in Virgo, and I will see you soon. Take care. Welcome, my Aquariuses, to your full moon in Virgo reading. We're going to take a look and see what messages the universe has for you at this time. Did it flip? Okay, we got 1. No, I thought it flipped. Okay, we got the Death card, Scorpio energy, Page of Cups, water, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Knight of Swords, air, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Major messages coming. Many of you are completely letting go of a version of who you were, something inside of you or a part of you, perhaps a belief, a way of being, an identity. It's coming to an end. It's dying. So there's a transformation process here happening with this lunation. And this could be part of connecting to yourself in a different way, because with these cards, there's a lot of intuitive and psychic connection coming through, and trust. The page is generally a beginning, but some of you are working on your emotions, emotional vulnerability, emotional intimacy. So some of you are letting go of an old aspect of who you were, perhaps not comfortable with emotions, the issues around intimacy or vulnerability, or presenting or sharing or bringing your full self in the space of others, whether it's people, friendships, I guess people in general, but friendships, work people, romantic relationships, family. There's something that here where that's coming through about communicating and talking more about what it is that you need and desire from a more perhaps sensitive, I should say, emotional space. This is very vulnerable energy that I'm sensing here. Because with the Knight of Swords, there may still be that energy, perhaps facade or barrier of protecting yourself through your logic, through the analytical part of your mind. But you're also being asked to trust in this more receptive nature of who you are. You've got Scorpio here, so there's a lot of transformation. There's an intensity here with your emotions. Complete emotional transformation happening with this full moon in Virgo, and letting go. Some of you, this is bringing something more assertive, where you are speaking your mind to others and letting people know how it is you feel, what it is you desire and need. It speaks to boundaries as well. Some of you are learning with this full moon, you're letting go of worrying about what others think of you and perhaps what others need, and focusing on yourself, because you're filling the cup for yourself first. And you see the posture of this person. It's like they're defending themselves, but they're not, but they're just exclaiming, asserting. There's a greater assertion here. The Death card, Scorpio, traditionally is ruled by Mars. So I wouldn't say it in a bad way. I'm not getting an aggressive nature, but if you need to speak or say something, you will. Because we also see there's a butterfly on here. Is it a butterfly? It's hard to tell. Up here. I thought it was blood, but I don't think it's blood. It looks like a butterfly. But this card I feel like you're transforming into someone who's, your emotional IQ has gone up. And so it's not just hiding behind words. It's not hiding behind, it's communicating differently, but you're doing it in a way that also shows the strength of who you are through your emotions and feelings, which can be scary for some people because it can be a weak spot and people don't like to show that vulnerable side of themselves. What other messages, please, for my Aquarians? How we say Aquariuses. You got butterfly here. Something about butterflies. Blue. You got blue here, look. Watch for signs. This has to do with your self-expression, your communication, the way you emote. There's changes coming, so I feel like there's a greater assertiveness coming. You're letting go of that person, perhaps that never said things when people said something to you, that was passive. Maybe you were passive aggressive at times, that was detached. There's a connection here to your heart. What else do my Aquarians need to know? Thank you. Whoa, you got 2 cards. 28, which reduces to a 10. Change your environment. Our environment, support or undermine. Our environments support or undermine us. Give more attention to where you live, work, rest, and play. Create surroundings that support you. As you become more emotionally expressive and open, that links to trust. Because when you're more vulnerable, you seek spaces and people that are safe, that allow you to express yourself as you are genuinely, right? You came into this world like this. So you're undoing layers, hence the death card. So there's an energy here of perhaps feeling naked. So your environment is going to be fine-tuned. Some of you are going to be changing where you, again, these themes, where you live, work, rest, and play, and who you associate with. We also got 13 set boundaries. Honor and hold your own physical and emotional space. Only you can do this effectively. Respect your feelings and allow others theirs. I mentioned this, so I won't even say anything more on this. Let's get a final Archangel Michael Oracle. Thank you. You got 32, which reduces to a 5. The way forward is open. You are not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. I'll just say this emotional expression and undoing in a good way and unraveling for you all, it can seem like going on a trip where you don't have the map or the destination plotted out. I'll say when you're dealing with themes around intimacy and vulnerability, it's almost like you have to test it out with people, try it, learn, integrate, do it again. I feel like opportunities with this lunation are going to come. You're dissolving a way of being. Whole new, you're like sprouting a new Aquarian. This is really beautiful energy, and I feel like it's going to allow you even greater joy. We see it here. There's a level of freedom when you can be yourself, but also love and honor who you are. That's what it's coming to here. My Aquarians, I hope this reading has helped. Comment down below. Let me know if this resonated. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful full moon in Virgo. I will see you soon. Welcome, my Pisces, to your full moon in Virgo reading. Let's get started and see what messages the universe has for you at this time. What do you need to know for this full moon in Virgo? Got the Page of Swords, air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. Ace of Swords, more air. 5 of Swords, or air. Shitload of swords, my Pisces. And right now, at the time of this filming, we are in your season. Many planets, Sun, Venus, Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, are in Pisces. So, confluence of energy here. Some of you, with this full moon in Virgo, you're being asked to release passivity. There's a complete underlying framework here of speaking your truth, speaking out, communicating, expressing what it is you need to say, not holding back. But the 5 of Swords can present conflict at times. So it's also dinging to you. I will clarify this, but I feel like it's dinging to you too, the way that you are going to express yourself, because I feel like that's changing for some of you. It may rub certain people in the wrong way, and people may respond negatively. I feel like the way that you are going to express yourself, because there's an element that you're leaving behind. Some of you may have been more passive. You may not have stuck up for yourself, or you may not have responded when someone said something shitty to you. And here there's an element of speaking up. It's about time to use that throat chakra. So many throat chakra activations happening. Some people are not going to like how you respond, and it's not going to be bad at all. It's just they may have seen you in a certain way, and they don't like the way that you are expressing yourself, because there's growth here. Can we clarify the 5 of Swords, please? Thank you. Hangman, Pisces underneath the deck. We got Ace of Pentacles, Taurus. This threatens some people's own security, but their stability too. Some of you are up-leveling in your emotional communication, in your expression, your words, and how you defend yourself. There's a level of assertiveness here. It came through for other signs too. And I feel like it's going to threaten other people because some people may have always taken you as someone that was a yes person, someone that just went along with the crowd or just went along with everyone and didn't contest or conflict or protest anything. And now I sense this lunation is really changing the way you interact with people, where you're going to start expressing your thoughts. And that may provoke conflict in other people, but also their own inner insecurities as well. People are seeing you grow. Look at this underneath the deck. As a result, there's going to be some uncertainties here because some of you may not realize or be able to understand why the people you related to are acting differently, or why some people, the relationship changes for you. Some relationships will change as a result. What else do my Pisces need to know for this full moon in Virgo, please? Moonbeams, focus. A lot of blue here. This is about you and your journey. And Pisces folks, there's a tendency to really want to take care of others, especially emotionally, wanting to support them and perhaps overextend. But this energy is about you. This lunation is having you tighten your resolve, your boundaries, beef up your communication. This is focusing on you, whether this is for personal or professional reasons or gains. So there's a clear message that's coming with this full moon in Virgo, almost like a tunnel vision, like, hey, this is your time. This is your time to release anything. Many of my Pisces here, happy birthday to any of you Pisces suns, are celebrating your solar returns. And there's a whole new year starting. Some of you are just not taking shit anymore. I see it. This lunation, you're like, that's it, I'm done. You're focusing on yourself. Some of you may be, as a result, people just leave your life, or you're getting rid of people, but not in a mean way. You're just, there could be distance involved. What other messages does the universe have for my Pisces, please? We got 32, which reduces to a 5, conquer fear. Most fear is based on illusions, on truth we deny to avoid change. Release your need for control and perfection. Doing your best is plenty. Speaking your truth is always going to help you. Sometimes we don't know what the response will be, though, especially from people that have always known you to communicate in a certain way or to be a certain way. But I feel like there's an up-leveling here because your energy here, I would clarify the 5 of Swords, is coming through strong. Look at this. Gold, strong, stable, secure. You're growing, and people are seeing that. And some people around you, it makes them uncomfortable. So some of you are learning how to navigate discomfort, how to navigate uncertainties, especially as you grow and relate to other people. So people are looking and seeing new versions of you. So some of you may enter periods of, I wouldn't say isolation, but you're shedding things and people that you've outgrown. And this lunation is bringing this up so that you can simply conquer this and say, hey, you got this. We have 43, which reduces to a 7, love all. Your compassion is incomplete until it includes yourself. Release self-judgment, self-punishment, self-loathing, and self-sabotage. The reflection of your love begins with you. This is really bright. Similar to Ace of Pentacles. It's almost like when they say go for the gold, you're the gold. And you're the gold too. There's a need. I just get strong focus of this is going to be a time in your life where you may want to simply laser focus on yourself and what you want to obtain. Some of you are learning boundaries and learning to love yourself by communicating and asserting yourself and not putting up with people trying to pull fast ones on you, trying to change your mind, trying to infiltrate or violate your boundaries, or simply trying to take advantage. Strong up-leveling energy here. You're letting go of an old version of yourself here. What other messages does Archangel Michael have for my Pisces? Holy crap, a lot of signs got this. 39 reduces to a 3. You are protected. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. As we change, as we up level, and I simply mean, you know, we complete one level of our soul journey, we go to the next. And I always relate that to a Nintendo or a video game. We just finished one world, and it may have felt like years. We're like, okay, we completed the lessons here, we're done, we graduated, now we're going to the next one. And you have a whole new set of lessons, goals, opportunities, etc. Some of you are moving on to the next level, and there's fear here. Am I good enough? Can I do this? Because now you've reached a new stature. It's like going from basic level to gold level in a video game, we'll say. You may have more support, more power, whatever it is. So you're really learning with this lunation how to honor who you are and to protect and maintain your bubble, your own sovereignty and autonomy, while still providing for others. So it could be tricky. There could be an avenue of, okay, learning, making mistakes, but that's all part of the process. I get just strong skills. Some of you are going to be working on your communication with this lunation. Perhaps you are revamping how you talk, working on public speaking, engaging more with the public or with people or with larger crowds, or simply wanting to hone your skills, your interpersonal relation skills. This is really beautiful energy. All these energies across the signs are amazing. A lot of shifts and transformations happening. My Pisces, I hope this reading has helped. Comment down below, let me know what's going on and if this resonates. Otherwise, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a beautiful full moon in Virgo. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. I hope these readings have helped and have provided some guidance. Let me know your thoughts, what you think. Is this format good? Too short, too long? I'm really trying to find balance in everything that I do. I feel like that's a quest. I hope this video offers guidance, tidbits, confirmations that you are on your way towards achieving what it is you want in life, towards transforming, towards healing, and you're doing it in a way that honors yourself more importantly. Thank you so much for being here. Take a look at my other videos on full moons and other tarot videos I've done in the past. Otherwise, I'll see you soon. Bye.